There we go. Hey everyone, we are back. Sorry about that. My computer broke down right there. It hasn't done that for a while of us streaming, but I guess it just happened to happen now. I do get my computer in a few days, so sorry about that. But yeah, it's been absolutely brutal dealing with this computer because it does break down when I'm not streaming. But when I've been streaming, it's actually been okay so far. So what I think I got to do is be smart about how I do this, and I'm just not going to touch my desk all too much. Okay, so we're going to see how that goes. And hey, Valorant, happy to see you again, Striker. Yeah, sorry guys, my computer's been breaking down. I know you guys know this quite a bit. My computer's in the testing phase right now, but I'm supposed to pick it up in the next few days. So wish me luck on there. That way I don't have to worry about all this shit happening over and over and over again. And hey, Puma, happy to see my man. Uh, oh yeah, we're still lit. I'm hoping that in the future I can find a spot where I can talk about the cigars and what I'm smoking and things like that. Um, I think I may just do it on my balcony once I clean it up a little bit. I want to, the chairs are still dusty and everything from all the rain and stuff from the year. I might have to go clean them off, and I might just smoke outside every now and again and talk with you guys. There's a place I go to smoke to, and I'd like to do it there, but every now and again they got music playing up over top, which would interfere with me streaming with you guys, because obviously YouTube would find the music and be like, oh, this person's just streaming music. Let's cut off this stream just now. So, I'll have to figure out a way to kind of get around that somehow. But yeah, so long story short, sorry about that. My computer broke down. It may happen again. It hasn't happened in like 2 weeks, which has been insane. But I put my foot on my desk and it moved my computer, and that was enough for it to break. So you should have saw the panic on my face, because I was like, oh shit, I don't know if you guys heard what I was saying. I'm going to be back right back. Yada, yada. So I turn off the computer in the back, turn it back on, and then I start setting everything up again, and it happens again. And so so this is the third time of me turning it back on. Oh no, excuse me, second time I've turned it on here today. So we'll see how this works out. Again, let's get back over to Bitcoin and everything else. Sorry about that, but if you guys want to talk about anything, let me know. If this video goes down again, I will give up streaming for the day and I will go out somewhere. I'll take my gimbal, I'll go to a cigar lounge, and I'll just stream while I'm there, and we can talk and have a good time here. It'll be a vertical stream if it happens again, so please, for the love of God, let's hope it doesn't happen, because I prefer to sit down in this nice comfortable chair and not have to go driving off somewhere in order to stream with you guys, right? So, XCN volume is moving. Magic coin at this bottom. Wait, is Magic coin at bottom? It looks like it to me. So which one are you talking about here? Magic? You're probably asking a question about Magic coin then. I'm guessing Magic is just called Magic. The Magic token is just called Magic. At this point, it looks like a bottom, but it also looks like we've topped out here at a big level of resistance. So I'd be careful of this. You're going to see a lot of profit taking right here, because everybody that's been holding this for the last... This is a daily chart. Oh, shit, no, this is a daily chart. This thing already broke out a while ago. Well, people that have been holding for about 57 days or plus 60 days plus, they're now in profit for the first time in a minute, so now they're trying to, really make their money back. All the people that bought, way back over here, oh my gosh, last time we talked about this must have been way back over here in 2024. I'm guessing this has a lower market cap. This is the weekly chart. Oh yeah, look at that resistance level right there. That's going to be hard. This would be a good scale up point. It's most likely bottomed as of now here. The only way I could see this possibly coming all the way back down is if there's like really bad economic news, so that's not something within our control, unfortunately. But as from a technical perspective, this looks like it's had a really good bounce after a really bad few months, of course, without like everything else. And it looks like it's done bottoming out here, especially since we're about to go through a bullish MACD. This one isn't really as sophisticated or as good as the Bitcoin one, though. The Ethereum one, Solana ones as well. Maybe because this thing just pops up so fast. But usually it starts to move only in bullish territories here as far as the MACD, so that's not bad. I'd rather be day trading this right now. Maybe on the 15 here. So, hold on. There we go. So here's a 15-minute chart. And let's go bounce. So bearish, bearish, bearish. Good move overall. Bearish, bearish, bearish. When the bearishness start though. Before the drop. Okay, and when they had the big move here, so that was a good little bearish play. This was bearish. Wait, bearish, bearish, bearish. Let's see, it ended up popping off. What was the hour? Then probably the hour was bullish then. Yeah. At that point, it was too bullish to be buying into. Right now, you're definitely seeing some weakness, though. Definitely seeing some weakness. And there's no divergence, which is pretty good. Yeah, so I would consider day trading this one. A little bit of short, a little bit of long. And you'd probably, during this dip, maybe want to add some more if you're looking to hold this for a few more weeks. Here's Bitcoin's 15-minute chart, and that one's also coming down a little bit. Again, Bitcoin and a lot of tokens are at their major levels of resistance. So you may see a little bit of consolidation like we talked about before my stream cut off. And then we're going to be looking to see exactly what happens kind of early mornings, like 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock, you know. That time tomorrow morning is when I'd be expecting a really large move to happen with Bitcoin. In your opinion, what's the percentage chance Ethereum hits 1,600 before 2,000? Probably what? Well, what's Ethereum's price? I'd say it probably has a higher chance of going back towards 1,600 before going back up to 2,000. Again, it went up to like 1,778. 1,600 is just right here. Let me go over to maybe a 4-hour chart so I can actually show you. Oh, that's my line in here. That's why I was like, what the heck is that? And all the lines. Okay, there we go. And you said 1,600? 2,000. Oh, it went out. Shit. I was too stressed out about the computer thing to smoke. Levels of resistance. I'd probably say there's a higher chance of it going back to 1,600 than 2,000. But I would say it probably has a higher chance of getting to 1958-ish range than 1,600, if that makes sense. That's the way I'd view it. I think 2,000 may be slightly out of reach for it right now. But because everything is floating over right now, I'd still be long on Ethereum because we're bouncing off of a major support level. If we go down back to 1,600, it would just be a consolidation level at this point in time. So, well, you didn't really give me a time of when it could hit. I suppose 2,000 is more likely, but we're going to have to, you're going to wait a little bit of time. Let me say that. You're probably going to wait a little bit of time there. Unless, again, Bitcoin decides to just go batshit crazy and go boom, boom, boom. But I don't know if that's going to happen here. But yeah, I mean, we're bouncing off of a major level of support. So far, it looks like it's working out. But as far as, like, there's a resistance level just shy of 2,000, which concerns me. Just like how Bitcoin's facing some resistance right now. I think it was on the 4-hour chart we saw. Yeah, right? From way back over here on March 2nd. You can see we're dealing with it. We're getting rejected. There's going to be a little bit of pullback, but overall that bullish trend is still going forward. And soon enough, give it a couple weeks, again, we're going to see the MACD also turn bullish here. That would most likely happen next week or the week after. Most likely, definitely not this week unless we get some good parabolic news type of stuff, which I just don't know if that's going to happen here at this point. And hey, Trev, happy to you. I know, right? It's just crazy. Again, if you guys don't know, I'm going to tell you guys about this while I'm lighting up a cigar. Oh, I got my sunglasses. Sorry. The sun's about to hit my eyes. As you can see, it's kind of like moving up. I got hoodies on. Uh-oh. There you go. But if you guys don't know, my computer's been breaking down for quite a bit of time now. Villaret helped me fix it up a little bit so it was able to be used a little bit more. There we go. Villaret helped me put it together a little bit. got a new case and everything, but it's still just having issues here. So I bought a new computer. It's going to be a beast of a computer with like some of the best processors, some of the best GPUs and everything, but I don't have it yet. It's supposed to be, they're supposed to call me this week and say I can come pick it up. But until then, sometimes while I'm streaming, my computer can be a little bit iffy. I wanted to buy a computer a while ago, but there's a GPU shortage right now, and there was a shortage for the processor I wanted as well, so it's a little bit difficult. But they have all the parts. It's in the testing phase, apparently, and now they're just waiting to give me a call once they're done testing it, I suppose. So in a few days, I will go downstairs. I will set up my old desk, which is still there. I will put all my monitors on there. I'll put my camera from upstairs down there. I'll move the lights back down, of course. And what I'm going to do is have a new little setup for it. I'm going to try to put the computer on the ground if I'm lucky, on like a little, like a, not on the ground, like a little desk thing. And then have everything connected all nice and wired up. And then from there, I should have no more interruptions with streaming, which will allow me to do longer streams like I've been trying to do in the past, but I just can't do it because this computer scares the shit out of me. It's like driving with a sputtering car. Your car can die out and you don't want to actually do that. So I get anxiety every time I stream because I'm afraid my computer is going to break, right? So when I get my new computer, everything should be okay, I'm hoping. And I'll wait to get this computer fixed up once I see more affordable GPUs, because my GPU right here is a 3080. I think so. I think it's 3080, which is more than enough for what I actually needed right now. But I don't even know if they sell them anymore or if you can find them anymore. So I'm just gonna get like anything that I can fit in there as well. And all it's gonna do is this computer is gonna stream once everything's fixed up, and the other computer, this new one, is gonna be for all the gaming and all the fun stuff we do, talking about technical analysis and all that good stuff. It'll all be done on a separate computer, which is gonna be the good computer. So yeah, get ready for that. But yeah, so it's gonna take a minute. But yeah, this thing has been stressful as fuck, as I've mentioned many times for a lot of you guys here. Let's see. Got 6% days gain on my stocks value. There you go, right there. 30 cents probably top. I could see that happening. Let's see. See, now I'm afraid to get too close to my computer. There we go. I'm thinking at the bottom, it got room to move up again, back up to 30 cents. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Okay, that we talking about that. What news is causing the cryptocurrency market to go up? So there's a couple things. First of all, we had a technical breakout, which is always a very good sign. Number two, this isn't the news part yet, but usually before a death cross happens between the 20-week moving average and the 50-week, the price action jumps up to stop that from happening. You can see when we're close to having a death cross here over the next couple of months, you see Bitcoin popping up. You saw we were close to having a death cross over here, Bitcoin popping off, basically. That's just a pattern that I'm noticing right now. Now, as far as the news happening today, there was a few things that looked pretty good. First, I guess we can just go back over to CNBC. This one, here we go. Oh, I forgot. I put my face over here, but I think it put it back when I had to reset the computer. Dow futures jumped 500 points after Trump says he doesn't plan to get rid of the Fed chief. That's really good news for us. Basically, everybody was getting really afraid that Jerome Powell was going to be fired by Trump, and that Trump was going to have the ability to manipulate the interest rates, and everybody was afraid of that, basically. So the fact that he said he's not is good. On top of that, it looks like we're also going to see Xi Jinping. Oh, it's not there anymore. Notifications. Let's see. Let's watch this from Fox News. Let me, I don't have my music playing just now, but let me go back over here to, give me a second. There we go. We can listen to Donald Trump speak very fast. All right, here we go. This is about tariffs and China and stuff like that.
Not sure. 145% is very high, and it won't be that high. It's not going to be that high. It got up to there. We were talking about fentanyl, where, you know, various elements built it up to 145. No, it won't be anywhere near that high. It'll come down substantially, but it won't be zero. Say, no, I'm not going to mention COVID. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to play hardball with China. I'm going to play hardball with you, President Xi. No. We're going to be very nice. They're going to be very nice. and we'll see what happens. But not sure. 145% is very high, and it won't be that high. It's not going to be that high. It got up.
All right, so basically this is what's happening as far as I know right now. So Donald Trump said during a White House news conference that high tariffs on goods from China will come down substantially, adding, "I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to play hardball. We're going to be very nice." So, where's the other one? Where's that? Okay, so people are thinking that this is him immediately pushing tariffs down. It's not. I don't know why they're saying that. I think it's just it's Twitter. You get paid for all the impressions you get, regardless of what you say, for the most part. I mean, heck, Kanye is still tweeting, so what does that tell you? That being said, people are trying to spin that to him saying tariffs are being lowered right now on China, which of course they're not going to be. That's my current assessment of it, because I haven't heard any news to the contrary. And when you hear it here, he doesn't really, they don't cut in front of the Republicans against Trump. They cropped it right before the question and things were asked, so I don't know exactly the context of it, but that's my feeling right now. But really, it's just a technical breakout that's trying to push Bitcoin back up a little bit higher. We're not there just yet, in my opinion, because we don't have the weekly chart being bullish as far as the MACD, stochastic, and RSI. We're good right here. I mean, that looks very, very beautiful up against a couple order blocks, some levels of resistance, and yada, yada, yada. Typically, the big moves for Bitcoin typically don't happen until we have that green MACD. Like, you guys can see the, yeah. So, back over here, green MACD went higher. Back over here, green MACD went higher. Plus stochastic oversold over here. Plus stochastic oversold over here. RSI oversold. Stochastic oversold. You wait till we get to those low moments and you pounce. You're usually pretty darn good here. But yeah, that's just basically some of the news that came out today. I don't think there was any major economic news that made Bitcoin decide to pop off and start heading for the heavens here. I think it was just more of technicals and then generally good news, I would say. Again, earnings were out today. I don't think there was any big news here. You go over to the CNBC, right? Tesla reports 20% drop in auto revenue. Tariffs, Musk, Tesla. I mean, the whole thing is freaking about Elon Musk right here. I mean, that, you know. Trump says he's not going to fire Powell. Warner Bros. Discovery starts max password sharing crackdown. You know, there's nothing like, oh my God. If anything, FDA to phase out dyes used in Flamin' Hot Cheetos, Skittles, and other snacks. This is probably a very good thing. I don't think we actually need dyes in our food in order to eat them. Although, God, what is Skittles going to do if they can't have vibrant colors? They're going to have to, like, go to berries and shit to, back in the old days, dyeing clothes and stuff. So, I don't know. But I think there's been a few studies about how all those dyes are really bad for you. So, again, I'm hoping Marshawn Lynch doesn't get, like, cancer or something like when he's older because he ate too many freaking Skittles, because Skittles are freaking amazing. I haven't had them in a while because I think they're drastically overpriced and it's like a value thing with me, but I love the taste of Skittles and their commercials are often quite funny. There we go. I can't even read right now because of these dumb little contexts. There we go. Hey, Mike, I lost the stream for a second. My question, XRP to $3. Oh, it wasn't you losing the stream. My computer had a brain fart, basically, and I had to reset it. XRP to $3 in the next 4 weeks. Wait, where's XRP on my list? There we go. What percentage wise, what is that? Because this is a pretty large market cap we have to move. 37%. I'd say probably closer to 275, a little bit closer down here. Getting back to $3, I don't know if that's possible without like a few weeks of consolidating on top of it. I do think by the end of this week, or maybe even going to next week, you could see a nicer breakout above the 20-week moving average. But the last few that we've had, they really haven't been great. It's just been a lot of choppy daily volatility, right? So maybe if I get rid of the other ones here for a second, get rid of that one, get rid of that one, pop this open and make this a weekly. And then go over here, get rid of all the technicals and go over and make it a daily. You see how we just get a lot of volatility around that moving average. If we're close enough, we can get a really nice pop that brings you back up to the 270s, I would say. Maybe down here to 263, but I think it would wake up, not up to $3, but like somewhere in between that, if that makes sense. Let me see. Again, this requires no crazy bad news. The volatility around this is always such a fun time to trade. Oh, this one just had a tank. In fact, it wasn't too bad at that point. A lot of volatility on that one. Yeah, just nasty wicks and stuff like that. That wasn't too bad over there. But I guess, yeah, popping off. So, yeah, I'd probably say around close, a little bit less than that. But, yeah, I'm pretty optimistic that it can have a nicer move. It's just because with the 4 weeks, we're going to have to see something really big happen here. Bitcoin doesn't really go up 4 weeks in a row, usually. Like, we're seeing it kind of here, like 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's only really been 2 weeks of movement, if that makes sense. 1, 2 here, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. You know, we've been very choppy lately. That's just 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2s. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was one back over here in December. Again, since it's not something we typically see all too much, so I'd probably say it'd be a choppy grind up there. And because of the market cap, I think it would just be a little bit slower. If there's some good news with the new SEC head chair in there with XRP, that may be kind of something interesting. So maybe keep an eye on that. But as far as I know right now, I don't see anything really big making it pop off all the way to $3. I'm asking because I scaled out my long position at 50%, so I'm ready for anything. Oh, yeah. Baller status with the cigar and the glasses. Oh, yeah. I love these glasses. I've been getting used to them, but I don't necessarily like them as much as I should. I got them on sale from the Sunglasses Hut. They're Versace. This is the only Versace I have, and I don't normally flash out, guys, but these are like the flashiest glasses I have. Which is okay. I need some flashy stuff to make my personality pop or something like that. I was talking to a few friends like, man, dude, you don't dress like an influencer or anything. And I was like, what the fuck does an influencer dress like? I'm not hip in the ways of everything like that. I'm a pretty simple guy. And plus, these things like on sale were still like $150, $200, right? So it's not like I was like saving a shit ton of money off of them. I'm about to go buy some sunglasses, I think, next week, and they're going to cost me like $200, maybe $100 if I'm lucky. I wish I had more time with your PC. Don't worry about it. I saw it's, you know, I'm going to put this in the garage after a minute here and just let it sit for like a few months as I kind of wait for the GPU market to settle down. But once I get the computer, it's going to be great. What is it? AMD Ryzen 9 9950X 3D thingamajigger. Then I got the 5080. Then I got the 96 gigabytes of RAM. That plus a decent motherboard. I think it's going to be a decent motherboard, a good motherboard. Plus some fans and stuff like that. I think that's all I need. And then I'm just going to be very careful with it. And I'm going to like kind of like maybe put something in the way so Loki can't go messing with the fucking wires. Because Loki's broken like thousands of dollars on my equipment over the years. And I love the dog. But, you know, it's going to be annoying. And hey, bullshit. Happy to see my man. You can still buy your PC? Oh, no, you're good, man. I have my PC. It's coming in. You know, like, you know, $5,000, $4,000 later, but it's coming in. And then on top of that, what do you call I don't know. It's gonna be a struggle learning. Oh, it won't be struggling that computer. It'll just be. I'll have a little bit of a learning curve as I can see what it does. But I'm not too concerned at this point because I know I have a computer coming in. It was more of just when I had no idea if I could actually find a GPU because of how crazy this market was. And always, Beastman, happy to help you out as always. And hey, Lisa, happy to see you. Thank you, I appreciate it. Loki's not with me right now because he doesn't like cigar smoke all the time. He likes pipe tobacco smoke and he likes certain cigars, but he doesn't like these specific cigars for some reason. He has this, you know, he's a dog. He has a sensitive nose. I mean, as I say that, he's like right here wagging his tail, trying to sniff the smoke. So, not a good habit for him. But luckily there's no. Well, he can smell the smoke, but there's no like actual. You can't see the smoke going into his nose, if that makes sense. But I do have his last treat, and tomorrow, we're going to go actually get some more treats from him. I've been meaning to do this for a minute, and I also need to get some meat from him. Except for the butcher was closed yesterday on Monday, so tomorrow I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get him a few pounds of meat because he's gonna love it. Loki, would you want a treat? Want a treat? Yeah, go on. Okay, good boy. Yep, got it. All right. Okay. Hold on a second, guys. Here, come on. Come on. I know. He rolled around in grass, so he's a little itchy. Ooh. Good. All right. Ooh. Alrighty. As I say, that Bitcoin is going down, so let's head back over to that. Just import all German candy. Oh, that sounds interesting. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds interesting. And then of course the sun has finally made its way up to my eyes. Or no, it's almost there. I can't. Oh no, this is my eyes. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, that's the problem of moving from my desk downstairs to my desk upstairs. Oh, here we go. There we go. All right. Let me see. Bitcoin may have a pullback down towards 91,714. Miro is up 18%. So this is pumping right now. Oh my god, okay, there's something to talk about. Everything else seems to be slumbering right now. I think one of you guys mentioned XCN, but I'll have to check that out. Turbo still moving higher. Okay, I told you guys I was going to sell some Turbo, or I sold some Turbo. I might have to sell some more. Yeah, Miro though. Huh. I own a bit of it, but as I told you guys before, this is my average. So I got a long way to go. But instead of being down 79%, now I'm only down 57%. Not bad. There were a few tokens that I just stopped heavily buying into because it was just like draining my account to just keep doing it over and over and over again. So I chose only a few of them, and Miro did not make the cut. And I'm happy because again, this thing hasn't been performing as much as well as I would want to. You know, things like Matic, it's popping off right now too, but damn, this thing better hurry up. I haven't held this for a while as far as like dollar cost averaging, but I've held it for a minute since the last cycle. Ocean having a little bit of a pop, which is crazy because Ocean literally broke down and now it's coming back up. Turbo making a move here. What was the one? Oh, the world token. This is something I've been buying for a minute. Again, my average is right around here. It's not the best, but if we go into altcoin season, I'll still be making a good profit out of it. Oh, yeah, and also, guys, check this out. Trump and Melania, they may be going for a move. I don't know how much I trust these tokens to, like, go parabolic, but I really do want to give the Trump token a chance to make me some money, because I didn't make money, at least, like, in those first few days, but, we have a nice little technical breakout happening here from this little triangle. Right, so maybe that works out. I mean, you could also talk about this type of breakout happening right here and whatnot. But again, that's the type of move we're looking for. But the big resistance isn't until like around $11 or something like that. So I'm keeping an eye on this one. I don't own any as of now for like a long with leverage, but maybe I'll open one up next 24, 48 hours. But I am paying attention to it. But for now, 5-minute chart, Bitcoin's consolidating. Miro, Jesus, just Jesus. It'll be fun to short that sucker back down, but and right now you don't even want to look at that thing. Look at that, jeez. Thoughts on ADA? I think ADA is fine right now. It's not really something I'm hyped up about, but you know, it's like it's gonna be the same as a Solana or Ethereum to me. You see, just like those two, it's hitting a level of resistance or an order block right now. You got the bullish momentum on the daily chart. It's having a reversal, but it hasn't really been a strong one compared to a lot of other assets. You see us like come up a little bit, but it hasn't really had that boom effect. Maybe look at something like even Ethereum maybe looks a little bit similar to this one actually though. Yeah, similar. Hitting some of these order blocks up here, you can't see the order block, but it's there. That level of resistance basically. But at least this had a little bit more of a pop today. But I think ADA is fine. I don't really like day trading it. This is Arbitrum. Where's ADA? There you go. But for now, if you're looking at this, you have some more upside. But you're really getting to that danger territory. We got to be careful because you could easily see a reversal, a dip, and then a breakout that happens later on this week. I'd be holding it rather than not holding it though. When I think about ADA, I've only held it a few times because it spooked me out of it a few years ago when they took it off of Toro, the Toro exchange. But you can see, you know, we've been dipping for a minute, you know, just like back over here, possibly returning a curve here to kind of bounce back up a little bit more. I'd rather own it over here because I know eventually it's going to go spiking back above $2, and that's kind of where I want to sell it. Not into like the $3 territory, stuff like that. No, just around $2, and I'll make my money and I'll leave. I think I've been banking a little bit more on XRP. Oh, there's the sun hitting my eyes. Yeah, there it is. But yeah. And back over here to Miro. Because when I see something popping off like this, I always just get like, damn. This is the 1 minute chart for it. You can just see how volatile that sucker was today. And this started off at 4:34. So just about an hour and a half ago, it looks like. Yeah, that is a wild one right there. It's your biggest bag. I really hope it can go to 120 soon. So if it's your biggest bag and you're concerned about it, once it gets closer to that 120, just sell off half. And if you want the rest of it run, you can. But yeah, I typically would just be like, okay, I'm back to neutral. Let's sell off a chunk of this, and I'll put it towards something where I think I might be able to make a better buck. So you could definitely do that. Let's see. But again, when it moves, just so you know, actually, I'll point this out to you very fast. Because ADA is one of those that actually fits a pretty nice pattern. These breakouts that we've been having, they're usually 1 or 2 days, you know, just a few days right here. That was kind of a slow grind, but I guess it took a few days, right? When you see a big move happening where it's just one big spike, that's typically where I want to sell it. Otherwise, what you could be looking for is fib levels. The fib levels on this kind of look kind of ugly, to be frank, because of how Bitcoin's been doing it. But, you know, can't hurt to just draw it up here. And is that at the top? That's the question. No, it is not. Close, though. Close. See, it really hasn't been honoring any of those levels. Here you go. Put on this one. Maybe a little bit better since that low point here we had a rejection. You know, if you're lucky this time around, again, we need some good news. We need interest rate cuts again, but that could happen sometime in June. So if you're thinking about it for the long term, you know, if you're looking, that's $1.50 right here for ADA. For the cycle again, you know, up here towards 287, I'm going to be selling around 250. That's kind of more about how I see it right now, because this has been like a slog here. This whole year, this whole cycle has been like just, I mean, Bitcoin's been doing fine, but altcoins, it's just been a slog and just not a fun time to be an investor. There we go. Push this back up here. There we go. Ruta Sport, Scrochin, Harbor, and many more. Grocery outlet has imported candy. Time to shine. Time to time. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Okay. Ritter Sport, Harbor, many more. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I used to have a grocery outlet somewhere by my house, but I think they closed it down. I used to love grocery outlets. Now I shop at Costco. Anywhere else? If it's not Costco, I Instacart it. But I need to stop doing Instacart and just like go buy my own groceries and stop being lazy. And hitting order games. So basically an order block, you can see a few right there. They're part of a bunch of different free tools that you can find on TradingView. This one is part of the price action concepts from LuxAlgo, so it's a paid one, of course. LuxAlgo does have a free one that works very, very well on top of it, so it's just called Smart Money Concepts by LuxAlgo. So this is the paid one is price action concepts. The free one is Smart Money Concepts. I put a tutorial up. It's one of my largest videos, I think. If you guys go over to YouTube and yeah, let's go. There you go. If you type in Smart Money Concepts LuxAlgo right here, you're going to find my video at number 3. Oh, geez, my videos are falling. I need to put out more smart money video concepts. There's this one right here that has 295,000 views, and here's one right here that has 15,000 views from 3 months ago. I guess that the new one is more information in it. But basically what I do, you can watch either one of these, and I just break down everything about it, about the Smart Money Concepts indicator itself. But all you have to think about as far as what an order block is it's just a visual representation of a level of resistance or support. It's just a visual representation of that, and it's made a little bit thicker to help you understand that, you know, sometimes we break levels of resistance, but we don't necessarily break the whole order block, and so there's a little bit more consolidation happening around there. So if I go over here for Bitcoin, I go to the 4-hour chart, right? You're going to see us hitting an order block right now. Now, we haven't broken through the whole order block, but we've started to hit that level of resistance, and you can kind of see this goes back to what we saw from like these types of levels of resistance with these couple candles. That's how it's kind of made. So it's just a visual representation of levels of support and resistance. So something I may show you very fast is this. So let me go over here. Let me make a naked chart. Let me add them other moving averages on just so I don't forget. All right, get rid of all the drawings. There we go. And this is order blocks right here. And for you, if you're going to use the free one, just go over here and let's do these ones, because that's what the order blocks look like on Smart Money Concepts. Okay. And I cannot see my computer because it's so dark. This one doesn't have the other order blocks. Maybe 1 hour. I want to switch to the time frame. Okay, forget about it. Let me just stick to price action here because I'm more familiar with that one right now. Okay. So let me go over here to replay and let me just bounce this off very fast. So you can see there's order blocks up here as far as resistance levels, and there's nothing in support because we hadn't been this low in quite a bit of time, like since Sunday, November basically, right? So, and sorry guys, like the sun is directly hitting my face now, so I'm gonna, oh, there's no actual way to get away from the sun. Okay, let me just try this my way. Oh no, here we go. Okay, here we go. And we're just gonna push play here for a second. Can I go auto? There we go. This is just a 4-hour chart. You can see how these are traveling along with it. We got some support of an order block here. See how we bounced off the order block right there? So somebody who's doing a day trade will say, hey, we broke into this territory here. We're going to try to bounce. Let me try to do a small scalp bounce where I'm buying low, selling high, and I'm just going to hold for a little bit of time, a few candles. I'm not hoping for a break or anything like that. I'm just trying to buy the support and sell somewhere in this medium term here. Now, you see now the order block just bounced off of that, or just opened up, excuse me. You can see we're about to hit a level of resistance. You're looking at other things, obviously, besides just the order blocks, but you're breaking into it. It breaks out above it right here, and then from there, that order block will disappear, right? Then you have, okay, you broke out. You have a nice little change of character. Your MACD and everything started to get bullish right here after breaking above the order block. So theoretically, you can be like, okay, now I have a trend for a little bit of time to actually start making some money. You go back a little bit like, oh, where's the next level of resistance right here? So an order block may appear here, it may not. In this case, it did not appear here. If I did a 2-hour one, would have broken out here? No. I don't use as many order blocks as other guys because I just put that line there and that was my order block visually. But sometimes people will go into the settings and what they'll do is they'll click on something like this. You show the last 5 order blocks. You could like last 10, 15, 20 order blocks if you really wanted to. And that's where you get all the lines. I just want to have a few of them It's just so I kind of have that, like, okay, here are the ones that I really need to pay attention to. But you can see we broke above that line right here, right? It still didn't matter. We're coming back down a little bit here. Still have the order block there. We're not coming back into contact with it. Yeah, I can't see shit. Okay, there's another order block right there. It's just visualizations for support and resistance. See how we didn't? We went all the way to the bottom of it before having a small little pop out of it. So it's just to help people day trade and stuff like that. Again, bounce into it, bounce back off. They get broken and stuff like that a lot. But during that time of breakout, it's a really good time for day trading, if you ask me. Resistance right here, right? Got smacked back down, back to support right here. Bounced off of it. Broke down. Oh, Jesus, going faster. A new level of resistance there. Well, that just spiked right above it. But again, hit that order block and then boom. Hey, look at that. I got a double bottom right here. What happens after a double bottom, right? And then boom, it keeps on going higher. Back to that resistance we talked about earlier, which is a pretty substantial level of resistance. But in reality, you'd be looking at other stuff by then. So, see how it got choppy right here? Right? So people will be using that as an opportunity to do some day trading throughout there as far as more scalpish, like hour and below type of trades usually, or in this circumstance, 4 to 8 hour. If you want to go like to a few minutes, you got to go to the hourly charts and look at this stuff. Typically, you can use it along with momentum and you're usually going to be fine. That's where that tutorial that I just showed you, the one that didn't have my face on it, it was just like the AI thing I made. That one's usually better because I teach you guys more about the MACD stochastic and how I use all that along with all the tools. Although for me, I don't talk about order blocks usually too much because they're just those visual representations of support and resistance. And as far as YouTube's concerned, it usually looks pretty darn nice just to have it on there instead of me drawing a line every few seconds. And here's the 5-minute chart. You can see we're heading for a level of resistance right now. Bitcoin is consolidating a little bit on the 5. Looks good. But we have been coming down a little bit here. And no. Let's get out of that. It's still keeping the time thing. There we go. Bounced off of the support around here, which happened to be more likely the 50 moving average here. Level of resistance right there. So if you're looking to trade, you'd be trading around this time hoping for a bounce, especially because we have this bullish momentum kind of building up, right? So I almost use them as, hey, we've had a great move. We're still very bullish, but oh my God, we're having a pullback. Where should I buy? Maybe somewhere around that level. It may go below, but the overall trend usually helps you out. So you can either go all in at that point, depending on what the other technicals say, like other hours and stuff, or you can say, hey, this is like one of 4 order blocks. I'll buy each order block that's broken down. I'll buy there, I'll buy there, I'll buy there, and I'll wait for the momentum to keep on going up higher. So this, Mira is up to 31% now. It's still going higher. Oh, this is a token. You know what? Maybe I will get back to even here pretty soon. That would require another like 100+%, but at least I'm making some fucking money back. It's nice when your bags get pumped. Some of you guys have bags, some of you guys maybe don't. I do cycle trading, so I often have bags during multiple points during the cycle, and I'm very happy to see some of my tokens just having these really nice moves, especially since these were some of my more volatile picks at the beginning of the year. I'm just like, these things can really go parabolic. But man, are they just, what do I say? High risk, high reward. And we've all felt the higher risk points now. And now that we've kind of held, maybe we might be given a reward. Maybe. I'm still not in profit with this token yet, but maybe. It's just nice to see them popping off. Now, is anything else popping off right now? No. World tokens up 3%. I love to see that because I also have a bag on that one. Turbo's up 15%, which is nice. Actually, I haven't checked this since I think I started popping. Let's see. My bone profit, I got an alert, is up by 50%. My turbo futures rose by 60. Oh no, turbo's up 60% in the last 24 hours, so. Oh shit, my turbo is at 580%. Hey, 582%. Okay, well that's kind of nice. Now I did do a a 10x leverage on that by accident. I have a bad habit of just trying to open up trades very fast, so I know I'm like $100 here, $100 here. Exchanges, they like to do this funny thing where they try to like set the default leverage high. So like some exchanges do 20%, some do 10%, some do 50%. Mine was set to 10% at the time, so when I did it, I was like, shit. But I was like, we're in a bullish momentum. We should be okay. If not, I'll deal with it. Basically, I just have a stop loss get hit, and I'd be losing money. Yeah, no worries, Noir. It's a simple thing, but it helps you visually, especially when you're a new investor and you're just not necessarily like you'd be looking at a bunch of different stuff, but sometimes we just forget like, oh, that's the support level, that's the resistance level. It can just help you out with that type of stuff. You could even use it as a stop loss if you wanted to, but you're gonna want to use the top part of it, right? So this is support. You want to use the bottom part of it when you're breaking out above a level of resistance. That's the thing. The way I would use it too. Ethereum going to skyrocket to all-time highs as soon as it's going to 3 to 4x. I'm hoping the news can stay positive here for the next few days, and I would absolutely love to see some of that stuff happen. I'm just happy we started to buy up some stuff over the last few days a little bit more seriously, because the way I was thinking about it, right, for those of you guys that were like with me over the last few days, I was buying because I thought eventually we're going to have a pop, but I thought we might have a little bit more of a dip, right? So I was buying, but I was going to hope that we can have a dip so I could buy a lot more. So what I told you guys actually today, if you guys watched my video while I was outside with Loki, I was like, damn, I'm not making nearly as much money as I thought I would because I didn't get the opportunity to kind of like hop in here and have some massive buys. So, I mean, I'm making money. I am making money, but it's not like, wow, this is like 15, 20,000 bucks in a week I'm about to make. It's like substantially smaller than that. And hey, I appreciate that quite a bit. Ethereum next target upside at the all-time high dominance. No, not yet. I would think for Ethereum here, right? The next price target that I'm looking at, maybe you're thinking more longer term. My next price target is just up here around 2,100 bucks. I think it'll stop bogged down at 1943 for a little bit, and then probably have a dip and a rip. But I mean, if you see it start to break back above, the 20s and stuff like that, you're getting pretty close. But usually it kind of gets better once we have a golden cross here. I mean, the golden cross, it's okay. Golden cross, it's okay. That golden cross didn't do well, actually. Wait, so... yeah, we're definitely not going to all-time highs. But maybe you can think about it anywhere from like $1,900 up towards $2,200 could be a nice level of resistance for us. Nice target. I think months down the line, like August, September, you could definitely see Ethereum trying to make a push for that. But that's so far from now, I can't guarantee anything's going to happen. Yeah, that light, right? Most of the time, if you just guess off of that type of stuff, you're usually going to be wrong. That's why I typically just do my cycle holds where I buy these low dips and stuff. Like, again, if you're still hoping for an altcoin season, technically speaking, right now is still a great opportunity to be buying. But that's if you're forecasting like months and months and months out there. Most people just want to have those weekly spikes that we see like this. Sell there, or okay, you saw what I meant. Like there. People are usually just looking for those good moments. They don't want to hold through all that crap, so they kind of buy somewhere over here, then sell somewhere over here, which is fine. It's just going to be a little bit more difficult to make as much money as if you were to buy down here. But again, that's what leverage is for the most part, for a lot of you guys out there. There you go. But yeah, so I think we're still in a good spot when it comes to Ethereum. I've been putting more money into, I think, Solana in the last few months, but I still like Ethereum quite a bit. It's just I don't like how expensive they are with moving money around with the fees. Okay, mirror is still going high, so I just want to see how high this gets because this is wild. Be careful, Loki. There you go. I know. I'm sorry. He's wagging his tail and he just wants pets. Yeah, you just want pets. And butt taps. There we go. He's being very needed today because he ran outside. There you go. Good. Yeah. All right, now it's just wagging his tail because I'm acknowledging him. All right, so I'm going to pat his butt as I read your next question. Looks like Marvel Food Deli may have some German candies. Oh, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I know kind of that area. Let's see. Marvel Food and Deli. Okay, I remember that one. My Dodge long from 0.158 will pump back to 48. 48. That'll take months, but yes, my personal plan has Dogecoin hitting that level this year. Yes. Just got to be careful about when it actually does have that pop. You might see a pop up to 30 cents, then it drop back down to 20 cents, and it goes all the way up to like 50 cents, right? So like, it'll have those type of crazy moves, but that's just something because Dogecoin is like one of the original meme coin that like the whole world was talking about, and because of that, you're gonna see a lot of people that have bags from like years ago, if they still have bags, because some people just might have taken the loss. You're gonna see huge volatile swings because of that, which will be fun. But at the same time, just like you'll be like, shit, should I sell? Should I not? Sometimes people just have a limit order sell, and it's like, I'm gonna walk away. When it hits it, it hits it. If it doesn't, I take it as a loss on my taxes. Although I guess we can't do taxes anytime soon, right? Oh no. Sorry, I ashed out my cigar on accident by taking off the sticker, so I want to make sure it wasn't going to burn my carpet or anything like that. I'm like so far back from everything I normally do because I'm afraid of turning off my computer again. But so I'm a little bit adjusted here. I think the sun is going back behind the bushes and stuff like that, so I can't take these off now. Yeah, that was a little bit of a blinding experience. All right, let me go back over here very fast. What's actually popping off the most this week here? Immutable X is up 60% basically. Tau is up 45. Stacks is up 30. Okay, so we have had some good moves. Even Altcoin's up a little bit here. Fetch is up a little bit, thank God. You know, I never really got into the Altcoin hype, but I think it still has some upside here. It's up 100% over the last month. Excuse me. Is anything even that close to Altcoin? No. Ani X coin. Radium's up a little bit. That's actually nice to see. Okay, hold on a second. Let me go to the top 200. Solar layer. No. Oh, yeah. Turbo's down here. You know what I'm gonna have to do? Let me go over here to memes. I should make a spot meme portfolio. I've been wanting to do it for a minute. Maybe just toss in. Maybe I don't use Coinbase, but maybe I put $500 into Coinbase and I just buy some stuff up, or maybe crypto.com. Maybe crypto.com. I'm not entirely sure. But top 30, broccoli. The fuck is broccoli? Firstbroccoli.com. The heck? Alright, Sigma, Free and Fair, Osaka Protocol, Lo-Fi. Okay. Popcat's up, Turbo's up a little bit. And what I'm basically doing is, let me see these market caps. I just want to get the market caps under 500 million, basically. If we are thinking about an altcoin season all of a sudden again, we got to see a lot of stuff happen before we get to that hyper, like, yeah, point again. I think things like Dog with Hat are still affordable. Brett is still affordable. Pudgy Penguins. Popcat. Turbo, yeah. Baby Dogecoin not really doing so hot. Melania token shit, down 40%. Mog. Wow, Mog has fallen a lot. What happened to Mog? Do I have Mog on my thing here? If I do, I just can't find it fast enough. Yeah, this thing fell down a lot. Oh, 94%. Shit. Jesus, okay. Maybe Mog too. It's already having that breakout right now. We know Mog can get parabolic when it wants to, so maybe Mog. Maybe what I'll do is main watch list. Let's see. Snick, AI companies, AI companions. Interesting. That sounds more like an NFT type of thing, though. Yeah, I'll have to put up another list here. The first list I'm bag holding for the most part. Oh, let me go back over to watch list. These are memes and AI. Is anything low right now? I'll try market cap, yeah. Yeah, these are real low market caps. These were the yellows that we talked about. Even Department of Government Efficiency, that's up 14% year to date. I'm going to see last 30 days. But if Elon Musk is going to stop doing as much stuff with it, I don't know if that's going to go viral anymore. So maybe take that one off. Swarms, no. None of these have been doing good over the last few days. Sundog is the Tron token one. That one's $53 million market cap. Let me go over here to Sunpump meme. So I don't think any of the Tron tokens really popped off as much as the ownership at Tron really wanted. Because I just didn't really see anything go viral. That was when all the animals were going viral, like Moodang was going viral and that type of stuff. I think they're going to try to make at least one of their tokens go viral. During this altcoin season, again, when it happens. And so I'm wondering if I should just buy a couple with no leverage just to kind of see what happens. Let me check out their ranking very fast. I can zoom in a little bit for you guys to see as well. So the market cap ranking here, we got Sundog. That's the top one they have, and it's at $53 million. I think the last time we were talking about Tron tokens was when they were like at $300, $400 million. So they've come down a lot. Tron Bull. One called Afro. Launching soon. Huh. Trading volume, yeah. I might just have to buy Tron Bull and Digital Yuan. That's an interesting one right there. Digital Yuan. I think Sundog is the only one I could probably buy for now. Yeah, I may do one. Yeah. It's only gonna be that one, I think. I just haven't seen anything really pop off from them, but if we're lucky, you may see it. But yeah, I really want one of these to take off at a really low price, so I may just buy Sundog. And then for a couple more tokens, I don't know if I'd actually... Humans, AI, all the AI ones have been really hit bad here last 30 days. They're up a little bit today, but not a lot. AI XBT is actually doing okay here. Yeah, I have to look into it. Because we had one that was specifically meme coins. Low market cap watch list. Let's see. These ones have been hit hard too. Only Litecoin's been okay. I mean, okay, that's not even a market cap we can do. So I really start over here. 50,000 market cap high blocks. Shit. So games. Maybe I'll buy some Starlink. UFO gaming, it can be fun sometimes. Rafe can be very fun sometimes, but this thing looked like it's so damn. That thing got hit fucking hard. Anything on the sweet spots? I do have a bunch of Stormax as well. Dogeland Mars. No. RLC is something I'd probably buy back into. Spell token, no. Spell token's volatile, so if you buy it when the day it pops, you gotta sell it. Audio, no. Only a few of these. Yeah, Radium has had a nice little pop, but not much. Harmony, who has been good in the past. Let's see. BGB, yeah, BGB's been very good for me, but I sold most of mine at like $7, so yeah, there's really just been not as much. Hello Labs, you guys remember Hello Labs? It's like 5 million market cap right now. This is those guys that made all this stuff for, I forget the show, Killer Whales. There we go. It's like they put them in this like basement room, and it's like Shark Tank but for crypto. And I don't think anybody actually buys anything. I think they just kind of act. Let's see. Hello Club VIP access sign up. Register your interest and be part of our first exclusive club premium token drop. So they're gonna have another token drop here pretty soon. That means they need more money to keep this shit going. Yeah, but if can I zoom in even more on this thing? Or let me just type Killer Whale. No. Give me a second. TV. There you go. Oh no, it's all video. Can I pause the video? No. Let's put that guy. There we go. Right above my head. You have a bunch of people there. Scaramucci, Crypto Windy, a bunch of people. I think Altcoin Daily guy. It's interesting. But yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Real world utility, Web3 entertainment, crypto gaming. Like, I want to see what happened to these projects, right? Like, let's see. So featured projects, Cryptotopia. Like, let me see what happened here. Because sometimes they can use this type of stuff as a springboard. I mean, just like they do with Shark Tank. Oh, of course, it's market cap at 66,000. I don't think we go to all. Oh shit! It went down and it never came back up. Last year? No, man. Okay, maybe that one didn't work out, but let's go to the second one. One Network. Offer services to gamers and game studios. Interesting. How do you make a token out of that? Yeah, it's not even listed on here. Interesting. So these people might not have had a token. In which case that could be, I feel like that's better when you don't have a token with a company sometimes. Network. Hell, like network, but you're like probably Russian or something. This market cap is 3 million. Oh, it migrated over to NetVR. Interesting. So it's the same token, I guess. NetVRK. I'm assuming it's the same thing, but it did have a really nice spike back in 2021 up to the price of $4. Went from around 18 cents to $4. That's a pretty good return. Now it's been dead for so long, I don't know if it's going to have a pop. Let's go to last year. This kind of makes sense, except for it didn't really have a major pop in November with like what 5 cents to 18. I guess that was a pop, but it really just died back down after the tariff talk. Yeah. I mean, this one doesn't seem as crazy, I guess, as the other ones. Splinterlands. I don't understand why card games have to be NFTs and stuff. I don't understand the reason why it's been a crypto on that, or like a large amount of crypto, right? Splinterlands, I can't find it anywhere. It seems like you can only like swap for it. There you go. Phantom Galaxy, space exploration means crypto. Ooh, that sounds fun. I'm a big sucker for space exploration games. I like, Elite Dangerous and things like that. I even paid a shit ton of money, like $300 for a game. What's that game? Star Citizen. I don't play it as much because my computer's broken, obviously, right now. But like, I do fucking love Star Citizen. Phantom Starfighters. I don't know what this means. I'm looking for crypto assets, and there's nothing there. So interesting. But yeah, so it's a really cool thing, you know. But each episode they feature some things. I would assume you can apply to get on. Maybe you have to pay for it. I'm not entirely sure. Plastics, Pundy, Lumer, Ape Water, Hydrate. Oh God. All right, but yeah, you see what kind of Hello Labs is. So maybe I'll buy some of that just because of everything crazy happening right now. Oh, Mira's dying back down a little bit here, and you can see it hit an order block. And realistically, though, I mean, this was like this was a big cluster right here. I'm surprised we broke out above this cluster, to be honest. If I put a line right here, you can imagine the order block right there. 5 minute, you know, we pretty easily just kept on going and going and going. There you go. Oh no, somebody just dumped it. Did Bitcoin take a little bit of a fall because of that? No, Bitcoin's still going okay. Bitcoin's rolling over a little bit though, so this has to keep on moving, or we're gonna break down here, and we're gonna see Bitcoin start to come back down for consolidation before we see what happens tomorrow morning as we start to look at more large moves here. And we're gonna make this go back to chart. Oh, we're also dealing with the 20 moving average right now, so just be aware of that on the weekly chart. Send it back down to the 1 hour chart, the 15. There we go. It's not too bad. You made 10x on Dogecoin back to 21. Oh, there you go. Nice. April 2020. 2020 April May alt season is back. I hope so. Let's see. XRP still up almost 300% on year. Oh yeah, XRP's been doing some great stuff. I still have a long from when I bought XRP a while ago with leverage, and because I made a good amount of money, I sold most of it, don't get me wrong, but I still have a little bit left. I have a little bit left. As of now, it's up 1,382% with a 5x leverage. The average was at 0.586 cents. And now it's at $2.20. So yeah, that's pretty good. Again, I'm not huge into it right now, but that's because I sold off a large chunk of it. Maybe I'll have to buy some more here. I saw some from my cycle portfolio, but this was just like, hey, so we're looking at some good moves here, and it just never fell down. It never hit my stop loss, so I never really felt like, oh, I should sell it. It's actually doing very well so far. Oh, you've been playing Schedule 1? Schedule 1 seems like a really fun game. I'll have to play it sometime. I'm just not good at those types of games. Yeah, I'm just not good at them. I don't have the imagination to create a new drug or something like that. I'd just be doing random shit. Sorry, this thing's about to die here, and I can feel it. So I'm trying to see if I can puff it back to life a little bit. There we go. What was I thinking there? Yeah, should be good. But okay, buddy, I'm going to call it a night right now. It's been fun talking with you guys. We've been talking for almost 2 hours. Is there Crypto Hyper Dreamer? Hi there, Crypto. Wake up. I don't know what that means. But hey, Jen, man, happy to see you. I'm going to call it a night right now. I'll be streaming a little bit more tomorrow, maybe. So the next few days are kind of be weird because I can get my computer any day. And when I get my computer, I'm going to let you guys know, hey, I'm not streaming today. I'm going to set up my computer. I'm going to get it all running. I'm going to test it and make sure it's working fine with like 1 monitor, 2 monitors. And then when I bring up my 3rd monitor again, everything's working smoothly. And then from there, I may actually just go to Best Buy and buy a whole bunch of new HDMI cords that are long and have some stuff to kind of make sure everything looks good together. And then I have to like move my chair back downstairs, this gaming chair, and which was horrible to bring up. And I have to bring these monitors down too. I have a really bad ankle right now, or it's a healing ankle. I should not really bad, but just healing. So I got to take my time and do it slowly. I'll be making more content once all that happens. For this week, the content is going to be kind of a lower level. Once I get the new computer up from the store, we're blitzing it. I mean, like, you're going to see like 1 10-minute video a day, 3 shorts, 1 stream, and then I'm going to do maybe 2 videos from my phone a day, maybe just 1 video from my phone a day. I'm not entirely sure. And then I'm going to do maybe another stream per day too, so maybe 2 streams a day, but one stream will be this type of stuff that you guys all know and love, and the other one will be me smoking at a cigar shop, or me just chilling out somewhere on the phone streaming vertical format, and then just kind of like fucking around and stuff like that, right? And then on Saturdays it'll be gaming nights, so I will probably play, like, I don't know, we're probably gonna play Cyberpunk, maybe Oblivion, I don't know. I'll try to find something actiony. Right now I'm just playing Crusader Kings a lot. Like, literally there's no other game installed on this computer because I didn't know what was wrong. Crusader Kings I have like 772 hours on. Cyberpunk is 158 hours. I haven't played like crazy amount, but a good amount. Elite Dangerous has like 127 hours. Do I have a game that I've played a lot? Maybe Crusader Kings 2. So Crusader Kings 3 was 700 hours, 800 hours. Crusader Kings 2 is, like 2,000 hours. Yeah, there you go. That's a game I like to play. City Skylines is 214. I think there's a game in here I played quite a bit, isn't there? Civilization? No, 700 hours. Civilization 4, 200 hours. Total War Attila, 1,300 hours. Total War Empire, 700 hours. Total War Medieval, 84. Napoleon, 273. Rome, 1,700 hours. Shogun, 533 hours. Three Kingdoms, 186 hours. Warhammer, 116. Warhammer 2. I bought this, and I don't even think I've ever played it. Sometimes I just waste my money, stuff like that. But yeah, so we'll have some fun. Even Train Simulator, 30 hours. Yeah, I don't like playing. I was really excited to drive trains. Turns out I just don't like driving trains. Yeah. Newegg has all types of HDMI cords, I think. Oh, I know. I just want to be able to like take the cord I have, bring it in there, say, hey, what's the best cord you have for this, and get on with it. Newegg, they're kind of pissing me off about how they did the GPUs. You go to Newegg. There you go. Sorry about that. A little bit of HDMI. All right. I know they have a bunch of them. I honestly just don't know enough about HDMI cords. It sounds kind of crazy, but it's just one of those things I never worry about because usually they're they're fine. But I think since I'm getting a new computer, I'm gonna get some new HDMI cords, and I'm gonna get some nice ones, I guess. We'll see how much they cost, but I don't think nice ones cost too much. That way everything kind of works well, everything's happy. My new computer is going to be here, everything like that. But you guys are going to see a little bit less stuff while I get prepared for all this. But once we're good, I mean, we're freaking blitzing to the point where this is going to become like the majority of my time. You guys know I do some consulting and stuff like that for friends in the crypto space and the social media space, but that's maybe like 5 hours a week, 10 hours a week of me just helping out buddies and them, paying me for it. I make most of my money, I guess, trading, and then I make money being a YouTuber, and then I make money as a consultant guy. I think the consulting is just a really fun way to like go to really nice parties and stuff, and I like parties, so that's kind of my reasoning behind it. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments later on. I'll be here streaming tomorrow unless I get a new computer. I get the call from my computer, but I'll keep you guys all informed about everything. So yeah, see you guys a little bit in. Thank you guys so much for watching. We managed to get kind of like an hour and 45 minutes minus the glitch time.